the glow up journey in a way was like we went on a vacation to Montreal. It was for my sister's birthday. Yeah. And I think we were both in an interesting place in our life. We're 31 now, right? So like that was probably like in our 30s, like our 30s.
We were about to be 30. We were about to be 30. I think we were like, oh my God, like
We were hit feeling 30. We were like in 30, like our life was like at the time where it's like, what are we doing? Like what makes us happy? I think we talk about this a lot. Once you're younger, your family or like you're like, you've got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do this. And then you end up in a place where you're like, oh shit, I did all that. But what's next?
Yeah.
And like, you're like, oh, what is that thing? So we always had a goal, but then I feel like we're very successful and we accomplished those goals, which is amazing. And I think we all define success differently too. But
I remember like when me and Ruby were in college together. At the time, we were like kind of like a little delusional. We're like, oh, we're gonna be married at 25. We're gonna have kids at 26. We're gonna be with. We had a lot of like timelines.
like that we didn't meet, but like at the end of the day, they were unrealistic because we didn't realize. Like, you're a kid, you yeah, no.
And thank God we didn't have kids at 25. I mean, why already?
Yeah, I don't want kids.
Like, we're still, figuring out our life with our career and things like that. And we know,
Or like we're in like even like really, is there an opportunity to change, right? Like I'm being open to what like brings to as well.
yeah. So those things didn't happen yet. There are still gonna happen for us, but just a different timeline. And I think that sometimes the timeline that you think in your head is better that doesn't happen.
Yes.
Everyone's telling me I should have kids, be married, this, and that, and I don't have this because you never know it. Like even like Oprah, like it's like she started her show when she's like much later in her life, but it's older than us.
Yeah, and Michelle Obama too. Like I think I read her book, and she was a successful lawyer, right? When she met Barack Obama, and she switched careers like at around 30. And I read that when I was younger. I was like, no way you could just do that. Just act like that. And she took like less pay, like because she wanted to help people more, and like she like did other things, and she left her like big lawyer job to do something else. Then I never thought that that was even an option. Like in my head, like I didn't know you could just switch careers because you're so like programmed to live life a certain way. So just think about it. But Montreal was like where we had like was like the time of like our life that we needed to really kind of take hold and change. And I think we realized like even in that trip that how close we are and how much we needed each other. And I think from them on, I think we started to continue our relationship even more. If that makes sense. Like I feel like it kind of strengthened us a lot more.
Yeah, because I don't live here anymore. She lives upstate, and
So it's harder.
It's harder. We are like scars now, always with each other, so we can't always see each other. And life like you can't always see people. You have your family, you have your other people in life.
And we'll see each other like for a short period of time. And then once we went to Montreal, that was a long period. And yeah, we used to always sit
in the room together too. We shared a room, and literally we talked about everything. And I feel like that was the point where she was telling me she was going through something personally. I was also going through something personally because I was going through I lost a lot of weight. I've lost now 40 pounds. Congratulations. So it was a huge journey. That took a long time. I kept telling Ruby, like, I'm going there, I'm going there. No one, and I think now everyone's like now congratulating me. But no one was congratulating me while I was doing the process. Because no one, you couldn't really tell us the times.
Also, I think it's interesting because women have just like fluctuating bodies.
Yeah.
Like even
I'm also 5 feet for reference. So I'm really short. So any pound looks different. I mean, I have a really round face, which is fine. I used to hate the round face. But I can't. But at this point, I just have really chubby cheeks. So I always just look like I'm carrying more weight.
Yes.
But that's just like my face naturally. And it's like that.
And it's interesting because we could be going through similar things, but in opposite ways. So like she was like, oh, she's in her journey to like lose weight. And I felt like I was losing weight because of stress. So it was like the opposite. Yeah. So like think about that, right? Like just because someone is skinny doesn't mean that they're doing well either. So
and you were rapidly losing weight. Well, she wasn't stressed. She was so stressed, but she wasn't trying to lose weight.
Skinny I was, and it used to hurt my feelings. But like there was a time where I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy being this skinny because one day I'm not gonna be this skinny. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, and I like had to learn to love my body at every
Yeah, I
stage.
think she stayed the same anymore. You get, and maybe you would gain down a little course. Yeah,
Yeah.
have more muscles now.
Yeah. I was like skinny without muscles. Now I'm like, okay, like I feel in my body. Like I was skinny, I did not feel like it. I was in my body. But now I got out, like I move, I'm movement. I feel strong internal.
I still don't feel like myself yet.
no,
Well, no, I don't know. If you could tell me it's too funny when how's this weight. If you were ever really big and then you lose the weight, like you're looking at yourself and you still don't, you still see that person.
mm, I understand.
You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
so, and 40 pounds is a lot. Like, then
I always found it a lot.
so I was different. I look different. I feel like I look different now.
But to be fair, the 40 pounds went for her ass at died. So like that's a good place to be.
Yeah,
But she's still curvy though. But it was she got
oh my god! I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh, I still don't feel. But I think I need to build more muscle. I think fitness is it's all a journey. It's a journey, you know. So, and when I didn't work out before all, so I never had a lot of muscle. I didn't have a lot of like
Mm.
I had a lot of issues. Like I still right now, I'm still a process. I feel like I think I need to like add more muscle maybe, or I think I know maybe.
Well, I think you gotta still build your relationship with working out, right?
Yeah, that's the and I gotta still build my relationship with my body. And I feel like I look at myself and I don't feel
100.
100. Yeah.
Right now, I'm feeling like I'm 100, but I think a little bit is because there was a point in my workout journey I would feel miserable working out, like genuinely, and I'm like, well, one, I'm choosing to use the like for example, you're doing 305, right? And you enjoy 305,
Yeah.
but like imagine every time you're gonna do it, you're like, I don't want to do this. The how hard that is, right? Like that's so hard to do a workout that you're like already setting yourself up to not want to do it in your head. And I had like a different change in perspective, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start looking for things I like because I'm like, I'm enjoying this workout, and this is the one I choose to do. So why am I thinking that way? So once I started to find like the enjoyment in working out, so I do more workout classes,
Yeah.
and I started focusing on form. And I don't really focus on other people because once you're with a lot of people, like it's so easy to like be like that person is doing better than me.
Yeah.
Or even like in a workout class, it's like a high beat kind of thing. You had to learn to not be with everybody, and that's okay. And I like started to go at my own pace, doing it on my own time. And I do think that helped me be more in my body by doing things at my own pace and my own time.
Yeah. I agree, Jim.
I'm just gonna do my hair because I know to get ready. And she said that she didn't need to do anything to her, but
Usually I would blow it out a little more if I was going somewhere, but I'm not. This is the weekend for me, so I don't really. I try to put too much heat in my hair, especially after I just dyed it. I do want to go a little lighter. I want to add a little bit more highlights of caramel. They did the caramel in the front, so you want it to go through more. Yeah, I want to do a little bit more, but they want to. He wants to wait because he said that my hair, like, you don't want to damage too much.
you don't. Cause I dyed your hair twice, or is this?
Yeah, so my hair used to be like, really black, jet black, and I had gray hair, so I used to dye my roots black dye. So we had to do a whole
know that.
yeah, I know it's and I have a thing out. I have my hair some it's fun.
I never put some water in this.
Yeah.
I could keep them in your shame.
I don't really have pigment in my hair anymore.
Really?
My mom went gray really early in her life, and I think at this point now, all my hair just grows in gray. So that was like a kind of like I was a box dyeing my hair for a long time, and I was like, I want to change. So we had to bleach off all of that box dye, the whole hair, and then we did another bleach 2 weeks later for the highlights for Dimension, just the fronts, so that it could look a little better. But we have to do one more round, so I'm gonna go back maybe like 2 more weeks. So like you see how like we're gonna add that to the whole hair.
Yeah.
But we just don't. We're going to wait just to have a little bit of time, so that hair doesn't get crunchy or doesn't start falling out.
Sure, you don't want to have like a bad like the feel.
The feel, yeah.
Also, Kayla told me this. It's like if you do dye your hair, just like making sure you are taking care of the healthy ends because so that it keeps it healthy longer. Yeah. Like really focusing on like keeping it healthy, so that you don't have to worry about those things. So
Yeah, because you don't
forget about like take the care after.
Yeah, and don't cut. You don't need to cut your hair to grow your hair. You just need to take care of your hair. Remember, hair grows from the top, so you're not cutting the top of the head at all the time. So you keep cutting the ends. yes, you need to cut your hair when it grows out, your split ends. But if I have this thing from Olaplex now, the blonde repair.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple of things. I'm gonna just give you little samples.
Okay.
I have a hair gloss. You need to try this. I feel like the hair color looks so good afterwards, especially if you dye it. Because when always like, sometimes your hair gets a little dull, the color, but you don't want to keep dyeing it. Because that's not healthy for your hair. So the hair gloss allows the color to still look good. So I'm gonna give you little samples of that.
Yes, I'm down. I'm down to have.
Yeah.
For my hair is pretty solid now, like not too much.
No, it's your hair care, because just in case like the people who are watching have curly hair, like and I just because I know Ruby doesn't. You don't see a lot of people with Ruby's hair.
Mm-hmm. So right now I'm like, again, focusing on volume a little bit more and trying to find new things. And I've been using As I Am more recently. As I Am. It's like a blue bottle. This one is like a leave-in conditioner. And then I'll mix it with I like a mousse, I like a jelly. I'll like sometimes switch it up, but right now I'm using like a jelly. This one is the curling jelly by the same brand. And I'll do one part cream and then one part gel, and I'll just like mix it together in my hand and just like put it in and then do a little root action. But yeah, that's kind of it. Honestly, sometimes people say like curly hair is really hard, but I think once you find the right routine, it can be really easy because again, once I have straight hair, oh my god, I cannot do my hair once it's straight. I feel like for me, I think it's harder for straight. Like some people say like it's easier once you have straight hair, but I don't think so. I think it's harder because once the wind happens, it's just like when my curly hair wind happens, I have to blow it out all the time to get to keep the curls in the bottom. I had to I'm a little crazy because in the morning I had to full clamp like whatever source like a shit show every day. So maybe my routine's not realistic. I think it's but to each your own. No, they enjoy doing that. Yeah,
I just have no patience for that. In the morning, my time, I'm not gonna lie. I sit down and have my coffee and like sit down with my cat. That's the routine. I spend a lot of time with them.
That's cute. Yeah, that's really sweet.
So is there anything else you think for maintenance you would say, or the glow up? I think. Oh, what is your glow? What is some goals for your glow up?
Goals.
And I'll say some of my goals for my glow up this year. That you still have left.
What is a goal? Right now, I think like my real focus is just hair. Like my hair is like my biggest goal this year. And my teeth. Honestly, like just making sure I'm flossing. I think it's so easy to not floss, right?
Yeah. She told me that day because I started doing a little whitening scrub.
Yes.
Because I was like, I want a little whiter teeth. So that's like my first step of the white. I don't want to do it in office treatment yet until I'm doing the strips first.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, then I'll go and do it in office. But I don't want to waste the money. I don't want to spend the money yet. Focus on your teeth. Get your teeth fixed. Like I think that's like when you have a nice smile. I see people with nice smiles and they don't have any work done and they look the best.
You know what's really funny? Talking about glowing up, I think one of my biggest glow ups is my smile. And you know why? Because I felt there was a time like during like that Montreal season where I just like was not happy, and I feel like I could feel it in my face. Like I felt the heaviness in my face and it was just like dragging me down.
Yeah, you were very, I wouldn't say upset, but she looked sad.
Yeah, I was not happy. And I felt it in my face. Like once you're like not happy, I feel like you feel the tension everywhere and you just deal with it, but like you can release that tension.
Yeah.
So like what I used to do, because I wasn't happy, I was like, I want to smile more, but it's a muscle, right? Your smile's a muscle. And I had to train myself. Like in the car, I would just smile really hard.
That would go out so deep. Because I'm always smiling.
Well, that's good, babe.
Like even when I'm not smiling, look. The lines are just there.
But if you guys,
because I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna need to.
She's a happy person.
I'm gonna have like these deep set lines from just always smiling.
Yeah. Well, that's very natural. Like it's like I rather had wrinkles for being overly smiley, anyways. You know what I mean? But like at the end of the day, it's like I had to train myself to smile. Like I would like sit in the car. Like I say, once you do like glow up things, like do it in like it could like places that you could like tack on to things. Or like, because I'm not doing anything in the car anyway, so sometimes I would like sit there, like once you would stop and I'll like practice my smile and like just work it out. And then now I find myself naturally like being able to like easily smile. Like in pictures, for example, like I never felt comfortable in pictures smiling because I'm like, they're taking forever to do it and my cheeks are hurting.
And the opposite, I'm trying not to smile. I'm like, how do I keep my face so less expressive.
Oh, really?
I have a very expressive face. I feel like my eyes are always off. My mouth's always doing weird things. And my mom, when she's like, stop this, she's like, calm the face. I'm like, and then the eyebrows are going over. She's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I guess
I don't know how to like just be
like your fawn face.
how do I like be pretty? Like how do I be like the sultry like Kendall Jenner look like? I can't do it because I'm like my eyebrows are going this way now.
No, yeah, I get that. That's so funny.
I had to be less expressive.
I feel like for me, I'm like, am I expressive? I think I'm expressive, but more so my body. My body.
Yes, they are like Ruby's like this, and my face is like so. And the whole
Like, even when we're watching that for a video, I'm like, I cannot stay still. I'm like,
and then Kayla's just like, but my face is like all the different things.
yeah, all the eyes might be showing. I'm like, sometimes I feel like, I'm like, okay, like, I could just chill, you know?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm mad, you could kind of see my face. Yeah, like,
But I can't do a poker then.
no, like, once I'm not severed, and I'm like, not a good, I try to do my Stone Cold face, and like, okay. And zone out, because I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. Cause sometimes you have to, because some people just don't get you, and you just gotta be okay with it, and then you just gotta like, okay, you just don't get me, and I'm like, okay, I realize that, so I'm like, okay, I have to have my relaxed face on. I'm not too happy, so I don't want to be like too happy and pretend, but like I just have like my neutral. So
Yeah, I think the best thing for a glow up is try to be happy.
because if I hear you,
How you figure what you're changing is because you're unhappy. And if you focus so much on the things you're unhappy about, you forget about the things that you are happy about. And that also will affect your life. Like you won't be, you can't have a glow up if you're not happy.
And I think the only way to make yourself happy is finding enjoyment in little things, like small little things. I think Kayla had like mentioned this earlier, like even in her notes, she was like, what are the little things that are the glow up that help you? Like, because it's all the small little habits that actually create the glow up. Because one day you feel off,
How you figure what you're changing is because you're unhappy. And if you focus so much on the things you're unhappy about, you forget about the things that you are happy about. And that also will affect your life. Like you won't be, you can't have a glow up if you're not happy.
And I think the only way to make yourself happy is finding enjoyment in little things, like small little things. I think Kayla had like mentioned this earlier, like even in her notes, she was like, what are the little things that are the glow up that help you? Like, because it's all the small little habits that actually create the glow up. Because one day you feel awful, and then like 3 months later, like, wait, like, why is everything into place?
Apologize. You hope you stayed and got to watch some stuff. This is want to show you a little bit more realistic of what a glow up is, because not everything is a glow up. A lot of times just maintaining your life
Is the glow up?
is the glow up. And especially when you get older, you know, you can't change everything. Sometimes you're okay with what you want.
Embrace.
Yeah.
That's the glow up. Embracing.
Finding happiness is the glow up. That's the finding true happiness.
That's joy. I love the word joy.
Joy, life.
You find all the little joys in life, and sometimes it's like just the little things that make you happy, and just like forcing you to look at the little things, because once you reframe that, I think you'll naturally find things to enjoy.
And tell us about your goals and what are your glow up things, and maybe you can even inspire us with something that we haven't thought about.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Like, share your glow up goals and what you do to glow up as well. So yeah, thank you for sitting with us. It was really
Yeah, we'll catch you next time.